Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Dominic Sicali, Mafia Roundtable. Hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you for tuning in, coming on. I'm uncovering more and more of this assassination with Charlie Kirk. Excuse me, folks. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good in my eyes. From what I'm seeing, uh, I'm going through a lot of things. And people just remember, just like I'm not left, I'm not right with politics, I'm in the middle. I sift through things and I look to find out the truth. Because remember, in life, I was always taught when I was groomed, there's always three sides to a story: your side, my side, and somewhere in the middle, you'll find the truth. So there's their side, and you'll find the truth somewhere in the middle. And it's just by using common sense. Like they say, if it looks like a pig, squawks like a pig, it's a pig. So, you could use any terminology you want with that. But let's start off. We'll say hello to everybody, greet everybody, our usual format. Anthony Michael, good to see you. Moji Boy is in the house. Is Moji Boy in? Step, good to see you. Jamie Sakala, hello. German. Jamie, I definitely would like to speak to you offline because I want to know if we are relatives, if we're related any way, shape, or form. Because Chikala, that's the original name my grandparents came over with. But like I said, when they hit Ellis Island, they changed it. They added the E. They took the A out, put the E in. So I'm just wondering. And who knows? German, John Haas, Kathleen, hello. Gulf, good to see you. Dennis, Cynthia, as always. Who else do we have in here? Keep on going down. I'm scrolling fast, folks. Tony, CJ, what's up? What's going on? Simon, Dennis, I think I said you already. Pat, good to see you. Thank you for coming on, tuning in. Mojo, the one, thank you. Good afternoon. So, folks, the only difference is from now with today's Mafia, I wouldn't be surprised if they said the Mafia did it or was involved in the Charlie Kirk assassination. Candace Owens, she's diligent. She's putting in her work. So are a lot of other people. And there's a lot of questions to be answered as far as we know it was they say it was a rifle. And folks, this rifle they use for big game hunting, elk. If it could kill an elk, what do you think it does to a human, especially hitting the soft tissue? That would have exploded like there was no tomorrow. And I have video I'll be showing. You'll hear testimony. He wasn't wearing body armor. You could see it by his movement in the shirt. So there wasn't body armor, folks. And just think of it this way. And I'm going to use reality as well. And I'll tell you the pros and cons. I've shot people at close range in my previous life. So I could tell you what I witnessed and what you would think of a body getting hit with a bullet, just from my experiences alone and from what we see in the video. And I really disagree. Like Candace Owens said, she saw the back of his head and there was an exit wound. Yet there's testimony from his manager. I think it was his manager, somebody. I have it in my phone. I'll play it. Where he said there wasn't an exit wound. So, but they took away that tape, but they showed it to Candace. So, really, we need that autopsy report to see if they uncovered lead, the bullet fragments. And then my question is, how many people are really involved in this? We have, and here's my analogy of it, everybody. I definitely believe there is a cover up. As you go into it more and more, things just don't make sense. I don't believe this kid was the actual shooter. I think he was definitely involved. He's going to be the patsy. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hear he hung himself or he killed himself in the jail system just to shut him up. Just like every other conspiracy happens. They wind up dead miraculously. So we'll go into this. I'll go into actually the videos that I had that I uncovered, and you can hear it for yourself firsthand. So let me pull up some of the video I have, and then we'll take it from there.
I'm sure you guys have seen. Not only has this angle changed everything, it's made everything make sense. Because the FBI story doesn't make any fucking sense. A 30-06 round directly to the neck, no exit wound, tiny little bit of damage. That didn't make any sense. And in fact, guys, let's talk about the body armor, right? Because me and Paramount Tactical, Gary went back and forth on this, racked our brains, trying to figure out this. Was it body armor? Was it not body armor? Me and Paramount Tactical, Gary went back and forth on this, racked our brains.
Okay, when he says whole, just think about it. You saw the ballistic gel yesterday, what happened to it, the way it exploded, getting hit with that type of rifle. That's a clean, number one, that looks like an exit wound, okay? The way it's formatted and the way the blood came out. This is my opinion now. It does look like an exit wound. Now it's all clean. You could see it, and I'll show you the photo. But it's really small compared to what a 30-06 could do. It would just explode. The impact, the force is so great. And you're talking a shell like this, not a small bullet, a shell. So I'll go more into this video.
Body armor, was it not body armor? Neither of us thought it looked like he had body armor on it, but the official FBI story a week ago, right, this direct 30-06 round to the small flesh of the neck that did tiny little bit of damage and no exit wound. It didn't make any sense. So we were trying to rack our brains on, well, maybe it had to be something different. Was it body armor? Was it not body armor? We've confirmed 100% Charlie did not have body armor on, right? So I can show some pictures here that is where I believe for sure Charlie doesn't have body armor on. Let's see, I got like a million tabs open for everything I want to show you here. Where are we on this one? Was it here? Oh, here it is. Good. All right, so this is the picture that sort of solved it all for us eventually on the no body armor, right? Don't mind the Netanyahu references here. It doesn't matter, right? But why this is important, what this picture shows us is Charlie very clearly does not have body armor or plates on in this picture. And we can see it's not before the show. He's sat down. He's doing his debate. I've confirmed, this gentleman in the red hat right here confirms, and he showed me different videos from his angle, that once Charlie sat down, he did not get up. He didn't go to the bathroom. He didn't go behind the tent. There was no switching out before he was hit. Okay, so we know he did not have plates on. That's 100% confirmed now. That, me and Paramount Tactical, Gary went back. All right, so.
And you could see, folks, with the shirt, there's no bulkiness. There's nothing straight. So I could see it. So that body armor stuff, that's debunked. And if there was body armor, think of this. They're saying this is where he got hit, was the entrance wound. If it's a ricochet, it's going to explode, because think about it. When that piece of lead hits body armor, and if it ricochets, it's going to splinter. It's going to splinter like a hollow point would. It splinters out. So there would be a lot more damage. It wouldn't be as clean the hole in the neck. So we'll go on more.
And share this. Okay, so here's the still frame. We'll blow this up way bigger for you guys.
Now this is the hole.
All right. That is the first sign of blood we see leave Charlie's neck. You're telling me that's an entrance wound from a 30-06 round? From 150 yards? That's all that did? After we just watched the video of a literal head being blown off? Really? That's the FBI story, guys. All right, so blow this up. Bing, bang, boom. That's a single frame. That's a lot of coincidence to be a fly. Charlie. And you say, Zip, how's that the bullet? He shot him from the rooftop straight in front of him. I said, well, let's come into this with no understanding of what the FBI told us. This is the bullet, right? And so we're going to follow up with some more of this here in a second. That's camera one. Obviously, there's that angle. We're going to go into camera two. Camera two is a little bit brutal, but we're going to look at it from this angle right here. This is Alex Jones pulled this. Camera two and camera three have very, very similar angles, but they're a little bit different. And so we go into camera two. We're right here. Let's go. Oops. Let's go frame by frame. Obviously, this would be the frame where you see the bullet. This would be the frame that hits. And some people said this is hitting body armor, right? If he was hitting from the front, this would be a body armor shot. It's some type of plate, it looks like, possibly catching a shockwave or whatever. It's not the case. I'm going to demonstrate that here in a second, actually. All right. Real quick, let's talk about what we saw. Bing, bang, boom. That's a single frame. That's a lot of coincidence to be a fly. Charlie. And you say, Zip, how's that the bullet? He shot him from the rooftop straight in front of him. I said, well, let's come into this with no understanding of what the FBI told us. This is the bullet, right? And so we're going to follow up with some more of this here in a second. That's camera one. Obviously, there's that angle. We're going to go into camera two. Camera two is a little bit brutal, but we're going to look at it from this angle right here. This is Alex Jones pulled this. Camera two and camera three have very, very similar angles, but they're a little bit, but it's enough. And so then we go on. There's a piece that starts to fly back. This is another piece. I was assuming this was blood, but it's not blood. What this is that earpiece, the same earpiece that we were talking about a second ago. This is the same earpiece, right? I was watching this. Boom, boom. See, I thought it was going backwards. It was supposed to be flying away from him. It's flying towards him, right? That's because
it's hard to see. You don't want this actual video if we can't see it on here. But
so when he was hit, most likely, maybe not necessarily in the earpiece, maybe a little bit lower, maybe hit the jaw. Anyway, the temporary cavity, it causes a temporary cavity. Maybe I can pull that up here. Let me pull up a temporary cavity since we're doing all that. This is a temporary cavity diagram. So what we're looking at is probably an entry near
so what they're saying there, folks, they did get hit from behind, because think about it. If he got hit this way, he has his earpiece in. Okay, the earpiece came off. If you're getting hit from the front, you should be jerking back. Earpiece should be coming off back if it does come off. So being it went forward, come on. If you're getting hit this way, your momentum's going that way from the gunshot. It's not going to go forward. It's going to go backwards. But the headset went forward. Number two, you see Charlie. He went this way, down, keeled over. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? You're getting hit from the front, you're going back. You're going back. Now, what I've witnessed, with George Keogh, the guy I killed in the hotel room. And I'm just telling you, both sides of everything will find some common ground in the middle, hopefully. When I turned and shot him, he was running for the door, running forward. I hit him in the back of the neck by the skull, the lower part of the skull. He actually stopped and his whole body jerked back. I mean, jerked like he jumped backwards and fell. He didn't tumble forward. His body stopped and he jerked backwards. So I'm thinking I hit a nerve that made him react that way. So it did take a different course of action. You would think, boom, I hit him, the forward momentum, especially he was running forward with the bullet hitting from behind, wouldn't have him tumble forward into the door. It didn't. He stopped and then his whole body jerked backwards. But now we're talking about the neck. So, you know, and with a rifle, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But I could tell you this, and you see from the shot, he was hit and he went sideways. Sideways, but forward sideways. He didn't go back. Went forward. So if you're getting hit with a rifle shot, you're going to see a jerk back. I'm sorry. It should have knocked him. What they're trying to say, with anybody who's an avid hunter who has fired weapons before, it should have knocked them right off the chair. Should have knocked them off the chair, that type of power. A 45 caliber handgun. I've seen a 45 hit somebody. It's going to knock you off it'll knock you off your feet. Shotgun, same thing. We're talking higher caliber, but with that rifle, what I'm getting at is a 45 might not put down an elk. A 45 caliber, and those are heavy slugs. One shot with a 45 might not, I don't think it will put down an elk. Where this rifle will put down an elk. That's what it was designed to do. The impact. That was not a rifle shot. I'm sorry. Again, people, the exit wound, entrance wound. You can't tell me, where's the bullet? Why didn't they come out with the autopsy report? Why hasn't it been determined yet? They have the memorial. What type of gun was it? Somebody said it might have been a 22 rifle. Who knows? It might have been close range from behind them. Why wasn't there blood splatter behind? Think about it. When you shoot somebody, the entrance wound, when you hit with the entrance wound, blood comes out. It usually pumps. It pumps with the heartbeat. It pumps out, pumps out. This gushed out. This gushed out. Even I said, I've never seen that in my life. And at some point, people will get to the bottom of it. But how many people were involved? And at the end of the day, why? Why? That's the question. Why? Why? What was the threat behind Charlie? And yes, may he rest in peace. His family, and I definitely believe the suspected shooter, there's going to be a try. You're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. Either he hangs himself, commits suicide, supposedly. There's just too much behind this. Way too much behind it. Then there was talk about recovering the rewards money, the parents. I really don't know at this point. But I definitely don't believe he was shot with that rifle. That I could say. Definitely don't believe that. There's more. There's more. There's more. The way Candace is going, she's a sharp young lady. There's just too much behind it. Too much hidden that we don't know about. That's not being exposed yet. But in due time, everything will come out. But it's not going to be good. It's definitely not going to be good. Hopefully this country could heal itself. We could repair. We could start respecting people. And it's just really, you could see it's just, it's not good. But it's going to come out. There's too many people want to know. And we'll see. We'll see. CJ says the alleged shooter's neighbor said a lot of cars with out-of-state tags were coming and going days prior, and they gave off bad vibes. Listen, there was an abandoned house too, that I heard. So, I listen to everything, I weigh everything, and then I make my own determination. Unknown trader, is Kosh experienced enough to run the FBI? Who knows? Who knows? He has not been there he has not been the most honest guy at times. Who knows? Nobody does know. But I know Candace doesn't want the FBI involved. She doesn't trust them. So, Pat, it's never good when conspiracy is assumed. No, it isn't good. This whole thing stinks. You know what? It definitely stinks. Christopher, thank you for the contribution. You can see his skull expand in slow-mo video. Yeah, but listen, he should have been knocked off that chair getting hit with a rifle. Should have taken him airborne. Definitely. The impact would have been too great. Too great. I'm sorry. Just doesn't make sense. Pamar, Brad, things are not as they appear. Correct. I agree. Wise Guy says, Dom, I posted your stream to Michael Franchase, school program club. I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you. Thank you. Snake, what's up? How are you today? Good to see you're in. Let's see. Florida Sunshine. Was the Canadian mob powerful? Yes, they are. Excuse me. Till this day, yes, they are. They're very powerful. And they branched off from the Bonanno crime family. They're not part of the Bonanno crime family anymore. Mo says, so they used a Hollywood blood bag to burst to make it look real. You did say it looked fake. No, I did. At first, there was so much, because I said I'd never seen that much blood come from a gunshot wound, especially if it was a front shot. Everybody, at first thing, you think he got shot forward shot. But when you think about it, his body didn't go back. It went sideways, went like this, towards the front. Second is a front shot, getting hit from the front. Like I says, there's a delay and it pumps. That just gushed out. So it makes more sense. If Candace is right that she saw a wound in the back with no blood, it's going to come forward projection as it exits. But then again, a rifle shot, that's not a rifle. That he didn't get hit with a 30-06. Did not. It's impossible. It's too clean of a wound. That gun is too powerful. It would have exploded. His neck would have been all ripped open. Even if it didn't exit, it's going to be ripped open from the impact. So Big Arm says, Dom, have you seen Patel avoiding all questions? He can't be trusted. Listen, I don't know if he could be trusted, can't be trusted. I just read in between the lines, and that's it. We don't know who to believe anymore this day and age. That's a sad thing. But you could believe when I say something, I have an instinct. It's just my opinion. Snake, thank you for the contribution. I turned off the game when Dom goes live. Hit the like button. Thanks, Snake. Appreciate it. People, we'll go into the gaming app also. We'll talk about the match programs. Everybody's having little glitches. Don't worry. Don't stress it. And if you have a problem with the gaming app, Rise to Power, you could have the beta game. Remember, delete what you have if you're having issues and upload the new game. There's a new software upload in there. So go to the new software upload where it took all the bugs out. So just bear with us. Unknown trader, Kosh messed up when he said 2 times they had the guy. Then retracted it. A defense attorney will have a field day with that. Absolutely. That's if this kid makes it to trial. That's if he's still alive at the end of the day. Roxanne, puff of air under the shirt tells me everything. We don't know. We don't know, but we should have that autopsy report. It should say it. It should say it. So I would like to hear, where did the bullet go? Why weren't they looking? If there's an entrance and an exit wound, where's the bullet? Did it hit anybody? Did it hit something? It has to be enlarged. Why aren't people looking for it? Or are they? These are things that it should be. And let me ask you something. Candace said it right. When you have a homicide like that, the police that were on duty, security, is supposed to lock down that area. Why wasn't it locked down? Why were Charlie's people able to take out a SIM card with nobody around? So these are things that just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And where is that video? Why isn't it up? Why isn't it on the internet? Why are they hiding it? It's another thing. Leo says, hey, Dom, Leo from Dublin. Good to see you. Tuned in with 3 new friends of ours. Thank you. I bought it. We're all enjoying the show. Can't beat quality. Well, thank you, Leo. Thank you, 3 new friends. I appreciate it. And we got Dublin in the house. So one day I will definitely be out there. Patrick says, I have my thoughts and my opinions, but they will stay with me. My dad always said, the 3 can keep a secret if 2 are dead. Very good with that one. I like that one. No, but Patrick, I would definitely love to hear your thoughts. Listen, that's what this forum's for. These are my thoughts, my opinions I'm putting out there. It just doesn't make sense. I'm siding with Candace even more so. Definitely, as I'm hearing different things. Just, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. From the wound itself to the blood splatter. Why haven't they brought out an NCIS team? Just a team, a forensic team out there, do a reenactment, get the laser pointers to see, put up a dummy, see if everything matches up. Why haven't they did it? Brian, I think the shot came from behind on the right side. There's a video out showing the guy a few rows back on the right side shooting him. Brian, send me over that video if you can. My email's in the description. I would definitely love to see it. Nick F says, this is absolutely insane. We know he was killed with a different caliber. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. And it's sad. So what's really behind this? What's really behind this? Who's really behind it and why? Vinny, we have to make sure Hootie doesn't get to him first. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, Vin. CRAZEG Joe. Hey, Dom, respect. The table you run is tight. When the otherworld guests finally show their face, we'll see what kind of business can be done and leave the rest in the rear view. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Joseph says, what's up, Dom? All love from Venice, California. All love to you. And folks, I'm going to jump around a little bit. Just so everybody knows, with OCN, Official Crypto Nostra, people say it's a rug pull, it's this. Okay, let me tell you something. I don't give away coins just to give them away. We have the tax money. And when it was at 0.007, it was around $10,000. The 1%, you take 25% of the 1%, which gets allocated to Rabbi Yehuda Kaplan, who is the nominee for anti-Semitism. He should be confirmed sometime this month. And his detail is powerful. He has a security team engaged with him that protect him. So it's a powerful position. And as a dear friend of mine who helped me out through my transition in life, always believed in me, always had faith in me, that's where wherever he wants that charity to go to. So when it was 0.007, it was around $10,000. So Yehuda said, Dom, when I'm ready. So he's ready. So tomorrow we will be making the donation. I'm still giving him $10,000, even though the coin that was collected, because now it went down, is nowhere near to $10,000. It might be $2,500 or whatever the case may be. However, just using the analogy. Yet I'm taking cash out of the company, cash, not coin, because those coins I'll hold. I'll hold. It goes in the company. We'll use it for something else. But I could have said, Yehuda, the coin's down. It's not 10. It's only 2,500. It's only 1,500. Whatever it equated to. But I'm sending them 10,000, and we'll post it. I'll show it. Totally, it'll be on the website showing where the money went. But it's cash. It's cash. So for all you guys saying it's a scam, OCN's a scam, official Crypto Nostra is a scam, they're doing a rug pull. Why would I be taking $10,000, actually about $8,000 of my own money, our own money, the company's cash that myself, JT put in, Benny put in? Why? Would I just be giving it if this was a scam? So people, stop hating. That's what's wrong with this country. That's what's wrong. That's why what's going on with this Charlie Kirk assassination. Really, it's a shame. It is a shame. So we'll go back to answer questions. So Click says, that idiot Nadu started this rumor about OCN being a scam. Well, you know what, folks? Once I post the charity money, send it over to him. Send it over to him. We'll see what he has to say with that too. But you know what? That's because people are hateful. They're jealous, envious, because they can't get out of their own way. Philly Bob says OCN is real and it'll become a monster that big. Absolutely. Absolutely. Matter of fact, I have to send the lawyer for lending company, $5,000 this week. That's another thing. So we could get that up and running. So why would I be throwing so much money into this coin, into the organization, if it was a scam? So people sometimes in life, like I said, you have to use common sense. There's one side, other side, and then read the truth in the middle. Figure it out for yourself. Anthony Michael says, pick up your OCN today. It's on the rise. Yes, it is. And people, just so you know, don't worry. I know people are having problems with the second lock wallet. Don't worry. We're taking care of it. As long as you have it, it'll be honored. So don't worry. Don't stress. So we'll get it taken care of. CJ says, OCN Moon, the OCN show was much needed. Hope you continue. Yeah, we'll come out. We'll keep on coming out. Thank you, CJ. Christopher, hey, Dom, it's very hard to believe Charlie was hit with a 30-06. Absolutely. Chris, you're absolutely right. It's impossible that he was hit with a 30-06. Put it that way. Jamie, I emailed you my contact info. Thank you, Jamie. Definitely, I'll get in touch with you probably tomorrow. After this show, I have a live on Facebook. Somebody sent me. Listen, and I apologize to the guy. Maddie asked me, because Maddie's at a christening, so I'm animal caretaker this week. So she asked me, what show? I said, Maddie, I have no clue. I'm just so swamped. All I know is, folks, this week I'll be speaking at a college. There's supposed to be filming, news report. So there'll be a lot. They have an organized crime class. I'll be talking about it. Spoke to the professor. They reached out to me. They liked the channel. They wanted me to come. They wanted me to do a Zoom. I told them I'll come up in person. And they were gracious. They said, we'll pay for your ticket and your hotel. I'm like, okay, thank you. And that was it. So I'm looking forward to this. Pat says, Dom, how did you come up with the OCN idea? Well, Pat, I'm glad you asked. I came up with OCN. People kept on asking about what do I think with stocks? How could they make money? So I thought about it. Even though crypto is a taboo thing right now because there's so many people getting rug pulled, getting their money stolen with scams, I said, let me tackle this on. And that's why I did, because now as a group, everybody could come up together. So it's for everybody. It's for the entire organization. And I keep on putting different platforms in the OCN to give it more and more stability as we grow. Big E says, it's hard to believe that the media is not all over this guy's family's house. Something stinks. Something stinks. So I agree with that too. Who else we have? Step says, I think OCN coin with the Mafia link is a great concept and will do very well. Thank you, Step. And people, you don't have to invest much. $5, $10, $15, $20. Put it to the side. Put it to the side. In due time, it will be up. It will be up big. And when it is, that retirement money. Look at it that way, or rainy day money. Jack H. Dom, they're putting concrete down on the field where he was shot, and they are starting a construction project there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Patrick, Live at 5 is my favorite hour of the day. Thank you, Dom and Mafia Roundtable family. You are class acts. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it. And you know what, folks? At this time of the day, I'm exhausted. I'm run down, but it does spark me back up, gives me life again. I enjoy it. I enjoy sometimes the banter going back and forth. And thank you, because this is our home. This is our family. This is our group. And I appreciate it. Christopher says, I seen the ballistic video you showed last night, Dom, and there is no way that the same type of bullet that hit Charlie, it would have decapitated Charlie. Would you think? Absolutely. If not decapitate him, it would have tore him open. There would have been a big gush of flesh missing, hanging. People, go check for yourselves. Or go to AI, ask AI. Matter of fact, oh, I apologize. Something else I forgot. Let's see. I'll print it out right now. Thank you for reminding me. See, I almost forgot. That's because before this show, I was on a business call that we might be linking OCN into a food, plastics supply company. That's another thing I'm looking at right now. Good friend of mine. I did business with him in the past. Really nice guy. I might be buying into his company. So, of course, I'm going to look out for OCN as well. That's just the way it is. And with that, it'll be more stuff that we have for the OCN family. So, okay. Here we go. Here's a report. 3006 ballistics at 200 yards. It starts off, if someone is shot in the neck with a 3006 rifle from 200 yards, an exit wound is likely but not guaranteed. It depends heavily on multiple variables. Let's break it down using ballistics. Okay. Number one, I would say it's 99% it's going through or it's opening up. We're talking about the neck. There's all soft tissue here. Even if you do hit bone in the neck, there's small bones. There's not anything thick or solid or heavy bones. 36, okay. We'll go in. So at 200 yards, a 3006 is still more powerful enough to pass through a human body. You hear that? Body. Not neck, the body. To pass through the body. So at 200 yards, a 3006 is still more powerful enough to pass through a human body. Even the torso, let alone the neck. So why might there not be an exit wound? Despite the ballistic power, a few real-world factors can cause a bullet to fail to exit, even from a 30-06. Bullet type. Soft points or hollow point bullets expand on impact. Okay. Soft point, I'm not sure, but a hollow point, if it hits, it's going to explode out of the rifle. So that's a clean exit. I'm going to call it an exit wound. But I think it's an exit wound. Say if it's an entrance wound, it's too clean. It should have exploded. It should have exploded, should have torn apart from a rifle. Full metal jacket bullets are more likely to exit. Okay. Soft angle, a bullet hitting the neck from the front or side may strike the vertebrae, spine, jawbone, collarbone. These bones can stop or deflect the bullet. Okay, but there wasn't damage. It didn't explode. So to me, even a soft tissue like the neck, expanding bullets can dump all their energy in the body and stop. So we'll see with the autopsy report. The neck is not all soft tissue. It includes bone, but there's small bones. I'm sorry, cartilage, vascular structures, which we know because it hit the artery. We saw all that blood coming out. Most likely outcome at 200 yards. FMJ bullet, soft tissue hit for an exit wound, likely. Expanding bullet hits bones, possible, no exit wound. Oblique angle, grazing, or side hit, depends. Close range under 50 yards, very likely there will be an exit wound. Then we go into, it came up with real examples, JFK assassination. JFK was shot with a 6.5 millimeter Kano rifle, which is less powerful than a 30-06. The bullet passed through his neck with a clean entry and exit wound, even at 80 to 90 yards. So in that case, the neck was, it was easily, but then again, the bullet type and shot angle played a role. Bottom line, yes, a 30-06 shot to the neck at 200 yards would usually cause an exit wound, especially with a clean path, but not guaranteed. So, folks, if you're thinking about, and I didn't even put Charlie in this, if you're thinking about a specific case like Charlie Kirk, it's possible, though unusual, for a 30-06 to lodge without exiting. It's rare, but documented. So, folks, tend to agree it wasn't a 30-06. And that's what I got from AI. Kerr says, there's a hypothesis the guy was wearing metal armor under his t-shirt and it hit the edge of the armor and then the bullet. Listen, if it was a front shot, if he had the armor and it exploded, it's going to open up. It's not going to be it's not going to be as clean as it looked. It would have splattered. It would have. Think about it. The bullet's hitting metal. It's either going to lodge in the metal or it's going to splinter off. Metal on metal. Lead on metal. It's going to splinter. It's going to splinter. It's going to shatter. It's going to break open. It would have been all over the place. So I tend to disagree. And you see his shirt. His shirt's loose. It's puffing. I tend to disagree. And they would have said that when they brought him in. Could you see on the video the t-shirt expanded? Yes. Joe says, depends if it goes between bone or into the spinal bone. But Joe, the neck bones are small bones. It's not like hitting the femur. It's not like hitting a thick bone, a big bone. Even the spinal cord. Spinal cord, you could hit somebody hard in the back of the neck and crack their spinal cord, fracture it. Cynthia says, no, Charlie. No, Charlie had no jacket on. Okay. Let's see. Montreal, they're saying the bullet hit his vest, then bounced off in his neck. Didn't happen. And also, Candace said there was a wound in the back of his neck, which more likely was the entrance wound. He didn't get hit with a 30-06. Brian, you're one of the few doing positive things. F the haters. All the best to you going forward. Salute. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Nick F. Based off of the ballistic trajectory, the shot must definitely have came from building behind or in the crowd with a clear view to the back of his neck. Absolutely. I agree with you, Nick. Joe says, thank you. Good to be here. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Joe. Brian, Mark, I would wonder if the wound in the back of the neck was the exit wound. Well, I didn't see it. Nobody's seen that yet. Someone in his staff said as they were carrying him, they didn't see an exit wound. But Candace said from that camera, there was a wound with no blood. No blood. And think about it. Charlie was hit and he went this way. He went over. He's with the mic and you see him like this. If he got hit in the front, it should have been like this. Going back. Should have tumbled off that chair. But he didn't. So that leads me to believe it wasn't a high-powered rifle. Wasn't a high-powered rifle. His staff in the video also did not react urgently. Thank you. Thank you. Candace showed it with staff members. She's like, no, they're not reacting. Everybody's running, screaming, and they're calm. So Nick says, okay, read that. Christopher, how did the bullet not hit anyone in the audience if the bullet came from behind? I agree. I agree, but they should be checking to see where it was lodged in. And I just don't understand it, really. You saw the bulk of the blood come out. It gushed out. It just like opening up a fire hydrant. Mario, the guy confessed already. Let's move on. You know what, Mario? And let me ask you something. Why would somebody yell, I shot him, I shot him? The old man at first. Why would he yell, I shot him, I shot him, I shot him? So there's more to it. There was more people involved. Nobody could tell me differently at this point. Anthony, Nick Russo called her out. She said she never said Israel had anything to do with it. You know what? I don't know about all that, but all I do know, there was more people involved. There was others involved. Anthony Michael, Nick, if I would have been there, was a murder in front of me. Just saying. Okay. All right, people. We're going to start wrapping it up. I got to get on this Facebook show soon. May Charlie Kirk rest in peace. His family, condolences go out to the family. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you for coming on Sunday. Looking forward to seeing everybody hopefully tomorrow live at 5. We'll see. Check out your alerts. And that's it. Tammy, good night. Rowan, good night. Shay, Cynthia, Russian, good night. SP, good night. Mo, good night. Golf, Big Arms, Drew, Nico, good night. Step, Dennis, good night. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Joe, Shay, Andrew, Patrick, Pat, Jamie, Sakali, I'll touch base with you in the morning. Donna, Snake, Chad, SP, Robert, loving this. Christopher, Susan, Big Arms. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Much love and respect. Peace out.